This is problem 9 from Chapter 2 of the CFA Institute textbook, Corporate Finance, A Practical Approach, 2nd edition. This is pure multiple guess. Aaron Chu is reviewing a profitable investment project with conventional cash flow pattern. A conventional cash flow pattern is a negative at time 0 followed by a series of positive numbers. So that's what we call conventional cash flow or normal cash flows. Non-normal cash flows will have a smattering of negatives, one or more negative numbers out in time, 1, 2, 3, 4, out to n. So conventional or normal cash flow, negative cash flow at time 0, positive cash flows forever after. If the cash flows for the project and the initial outlay and the future after-tax cash flows all double, Chow would predict that the IRR would, and then you got A, B, and C, either increase or stay the same, and then it's saying stuff about what would happen to the NPV. Alright, well, the easiest way to do these is do an example. So if I do time, and I'm going to do a simple one, 0, 1, 2, and my base case, $100 out, $100 coming in, $42 in year 2. Okay? The IRR here comes out to about 32%. Alright, that's cool. If I double all these numbers, the IRR will stay exactly the same because it's still measuring the proportional amount of money coming in relative to the amount that you had to spend. So while everything doubled, I could double it, I can double it again and again and again, as long as all the numbers change by the same rate. So if they're all doubling or all going up by the same 30%, then the IRR will not change. So A isn't correct. B and C, the only difference here is would the NPV change? And the answer is yes, it would. Let me pick an NPV. I'm going to use 10% as my as the discount rate. 10%, and then take the present value of the time value 1 and time value 2 numbers, and then net that with the time 0. So set that equal to currency and take some of those numbers off of there. Bring this back to a reasonable size. What would happen is if you doubled it, it'd be the same as having 2 of these. So if you doubled it, the net present value would be twice as much. The base amount would earn a present value of $125.62 minus the $100 investment. So that where you get the net present value of $25.62. If you did it twice, it'd be $25.62 twice. So anyway, IRR doesn't change when these numbers double, but the NPV would. So the answer would be the IRR would stay the same, but the NPV would actually increase. When in doubt on problems like this, set up an example and see if you can figure out, if you have a decent example, you can simply solve through and think through them rationally by looking at the actual numbers.